And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We got a great show for you today. As always, we are live every single day at noon Eastern. If you want to watch live, head over to takesbyfans.com/watch. If you want to watch but not live, head over to our YouTube channel, Takes by Fans. We post all of our shows and clips of the show there on a daily basis. And if you just want to listen, we are on podcasting apps, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. So however you want to watch or listen, we've got you covered in multiple ways. Alrighty, today's a big old Wednesday, folks. Our Wednesday film study for Week 13 in the NFL, where we go a little bit more in depth, a little bit deeper into the film to see what our narratives have been, what have the national media have been saying. Should we be shifting our narratives, going a little bit in depth and looking at the film to see, should we be buying these players, selling these teams, all of that. So we're going to be looking at the matchups from the Dolphins and the Giants, Vikings and Lions, Eagles and Jets, Jags and Rams, Ravens and Steelers. And then if we have time, we got some bonus ones planned out, Cardinals and Bears and 49ers and the Seahawks. So we'll be going a little bit more in depth in those games, watching the film and seeing what they put out there for us in Week 13 and if we should be continuing to buy these teams, sell these teams, getting us ready to talk about Week 14 tomorrow on the show, where we predict and react all to the Week 14 lines and talk through the matchups and all that. So our last final day to truly see what we should be buying and selling heading into Week 14. So we've got that today on the show. And then, as always, our NBA Daily 10, breaking down what happened in the NBA yesterday. So let's get 10 minutes on the clock and start this show off, shall we? Here we go. 10 minutes on the clock here. Next 10 minutes, uninterrupted basketball talk of what just happened yesterday in the NBA. And the 10 minutes start right now. Alrighty, only 3 games on in the NBA last night, but that means there's a ton of games on tonight in the NBA, so we'll take it. Doubleheader yesterday on national television in the NBA. First game up at 7:30 on TNT was Nets at the Mavericks, and we ended up betting this game. We had the Nets -4, and they win by 3. Womp womp. Nets get the win, 102-99, and the Mavericks were really playing well this entire game, but then the fourth quarter came and they fell apart. In this Mavericks team, they are 2-8 in their last 10 games, just not able to close the door. They all played really well for the Mavericks until the fourth quarter came. Luka Doncic, 28 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. He shot really poor, 3 of 11 from the 3, unfortunately. Reggie Bullock at the 2. We had 6 points, 2 rebounds. Tim Hardaway Jr. coming off the bench here, which I think is a better role. We liked to see Tim Hardaway Jr. come off the bench last season. He got into the starting lineup and had some solid production, but he really has not been living up to what he did last season this season. So Tim Hardaway Jr. off the bench, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He shot 0 of 7 from the 3. Womp womp. Dwight Powell still playing the 5 because Porzingis refuses to play the 5. Dwight Powell, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and Porzingis, 17 points, 12 rebounds. He shot 1 of 5 from the 3. Kevin Durant was kind of locking him up most of the night, 35% on 17 shots. And then to round out the starters, Dorian Finney-Smith, 15 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. A solid performance by him, 4 of 9 from 3. Just unfortunate. Come up a little bit short and flounder in the fourth quarter. And then for the Nets, James Harden and Kevin Durant did their things. James Harden, 23 points, 12 assists, 9 rebounds. He was a +7 on the floor. We had Kevin Durant, 24 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. He shot 1 of 4 from the 3, but 45% on 22 shots from the field, a +4 on the floor. The only 2 players in the starting lineup with a plus on the floor. The other closest in the starting lineup was Patty Mills, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He was only a -1 on the floor. LaMarcus Aldridge back in the starting lineup here, 15 points, 5 rebounds for the Nets, and they get it done in the fourth quarter, close out the game and get the 3-point win, 102-99. Alrighty, next game up here is the Knicks at the Spurs. In our last bet, we had 2 bets going, Nets -4. That doesn't hit, but then we took the Knicks -2.5, and that one hit all day long. A nice 12-point win here for this Knicks team over the Spurs. Knicks get the win, 121-109 over the Spurs. Who got it done for the Knicks? Well, we know Kemba Walker is out of the lineup here and most likely will be traded at some point here. As the trade deadline gets closer for the NBA, that's probably when the Knicks make their move, and we'll see who they get in return for Kemba Walker. I don't think there's a big market for Kemba Walker, but we'll see what the Knicks can get. And the Knicks don't need like a great, A1 tier 1 player, maybe another just kind of role player, another bench piece for this Knicks team, because that's what's going to lead them to a potential NBA Finals appearance, which is the depth of this Knicks team. So they've got Evan Fournier at the 1, Alec Burks at the 2. I don't know if I like Evan Fournier playing the 1. I think I like him as the 2 as a shooting guard, but this is what they rocked with last night. Let's see if it worked good. Evan Fournier at the 1, 7 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. That's not going to get it done. He shot 1 of 6 from the 3. Not great either. We got Alec Burks at the 2, 18 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Nerlens Noel at the 5, 2 points on only 1 shot, but he had 9 rebounds. Julius Randle, 15 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. And then RJ Barrett went off. And man, oh man, if we have these games by RJ Barrett a little bit more consistently, now we're talking about this Knicks team as the real deal. RJ Barrett, 32 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. He shot 7 of 8 from 3, shot 55% on 20 shots. Yes, sir. And then the bench of the Knicks always showing out here. Mitchell Robinson, 11 points, 14 rebounds. Derrick Rose, 12 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. And then Emmanuel Quickley, 16 points, 5 rebounds. Very well done by this Knicks bench, and they're able to dominate this Spurs team. Now, for the Spurs on the back-to-back, this is why we don't bet back-to-backs, and especially bad teams playing back-to-back games, because that's free money for us. We saw it last night. DeJounte Murray at the 1, 15 points. He had 7 assists and 7 rebounds. Very, very well done. Derek White had 26 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. He played very well. Jacob Poeltl at the 5, 13 points, 8 rebounds. Doug McDermott, 13 points. And then they even had Bryn Forbes off the bench, 12 points. Bryn Forbes has really kind of been balling out for the Spurs team as of late here. Solid bench production, but overall the Spurs team, they just don't have that kind of killer at the end of the game, go and win you the game single-handedly. They don't have that A1 tier 1 killer on this team, and we see it on kind of a nightly basis of why this Spurs team loses. So, Knicks get the nice win here on the road, 121-109. And then the last game on last night, Celtics at the Lakers, and the Lakers get it done. 117-102 win over the Celtics, and Jaylen Brown didn't play last night, and the Celtics lose without Jaylen Brown. So, now we don't know what to think and what to make of the Celtics team. They were winning without Jaylen Brown, and now they're losing without Jaylen Brown. We thought they were better without Jaylen Brown, but here they are kind of back struggling a little bit here. Let's start here with the Lakers since they ended up getting the win. LeBron, 30 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Fantastic night by the King. Anthony Davis, 17 points, 16 rebounds. Love seeing him at the 5 here. And then Russell Westbrook, 24 points, 11 assists, only 4 turnovers, and a plus 11 on the floor. So the big 3 all got it done for the Lakers, and we know that's how they need to win these games. They need the big 3 to go off every single night and then have some solid production by their other role players like Talen Horton-Tucker, who got 12 points, 4, 6 rebounds. And Malik Monk off the bench. Another good, solid game here by Malik Monk. 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds off the bench in only 19 minutes. And he was a plus 12 on the floor. That's what we're talking about here. Malik Monk is going to bring this Lakers team, deep into the playoffs, and they need this man to be consistent. And so far, we've been getting some nice, consistent productions by Malik Monk over the last couple of games here. So, well done. 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Lakers are able to get the win. And then for the Celtics, Jason Tatum did his thing, 34 points, 8 rebounds. He shot 5 of 7 from 3, 59% on 22 shots from the floor. Fantastic. Robert Williams at the 5 was kind of getting it done. He was, he was a minus 20 on the floor, but there was some nice plays by Robert Williams getting it done over Anthony Davis down low. Unfortunately, not for the entire game because we all know that's really hard to do, but he had some nice wins over Anthony Davis sprinkled throughout this game. Robert Williams, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Since, no Jaylen Brown, they're still rocking with Dennis Schroeder at the 1 and Marcus Smart at the 2. I think that is the right kind of lineup to have here. Dennis Schroeder, 10 points, 5 assists, but he shot atrocious, 1 of 6 from the field. Marcus Smart didn't shoot that much better, 6 points. He had 6 assists, we'll give him that, but 2 of 7 from the field. So, we know that Marcus Smart isn't the most consistent shooter, and Dennis Schroeder isn't the most consistent shooter because that's why, he was kind of kicked off of the Lakers this season or, this offseason, however you want to classify it. He just was not getting it done. All of his points basically coming from the free throw line, not hitting really any outside jumpers. And then we had Al Horford at the 4, 7 points, 8 rebounds. And I don't know how far this Lakers team or this Celtics team is really going to go with Al Horford and Robert Williams both in the starting lineup at the 4 and 5. It's just overall a little bit of lackluster of what overall other great teams have at kind of that 4-5 spot. So this Celtics team, they're at the 10th seed currently, 13-12. They've got 6-4 in their last 10 here. I just don't buy this Celtics team as a legitimate playoff contender. I don't know what you do with Jaylen Brown. They got to get another big. If they can get a solid 4, I don't know how long Al Horford is going to last throughout this season. I mean, he just played 30 minutes last night, folks, and we know he's a little bit aging out of this league. No disrespect to Al Horford. He's had a wonderful career, but he's 35 and he's a big man, folks. It's just, no, I don't know about it. We know Robert Williams is young, but he's young, and how great can he be and all that. So I'm still not buying the Celtics team. They get beat by the Lakers last night, 117-102. Alrighty, and then we've got a lot of games on in the NBA tonight, so let's see if we can make a little bit of money before we can bet the NFL tomorrow on Thursday Night Football. So let's see if we can make a little bit of money and then roll that into tomorrow's action, shall we, folks? Let's see. And look at that, 20 seconds left in our NBA Daily 10. We finally beat the clock, but let's talk about some betting here. So here we go. First game up, Bulls at Cavs. Bulls +3, Cavs -3. Man, oh man, we are loving this Cavs team, but folks, this is the Bulls we're talking about. We know this Bulls team is really, really good, so this could be some great value. Bulls +3, but let's make sure everybody is playing, and that's exactly why they're +3. Holy cow. We get DeMar DeRozan out, Javonte Green out, Alex Caruso out, Matt Thomas out, Kobe White out. So a couple of COVID-19s with the DeMar DeRozan and Javonte Green. They're still going to have Lonzo and Vucevic and did I say Levine? Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, and Vucevic. Those are the 3 they'll still have. And then for the Cavs, it's just Dean Wade is a game time decision. So, man, oh man, if DeMar DeRozan was playing, yeah, we take the Bulls +3. The Cavs have been playing really good, folks, and we've loved what we've seen from this Cavs team. Can the Bulls win with just their big 3? Did DeMar DeRozan play in their last game? Is this the first game he's missing? Let's quickly take a look here. Bulls at the Nuggets, which we bet and we hit a couple of days ago. Let's see, did DeMar DeRozan play that game? He did not, and that's why we had the Derrick Jones Jr. in the starting lineup. So, yeah, we are going to take the Bulls +3. We like this Cavs team, folks, and we respect this Cavs team, but this Bulls team having 3 out of their big 4, and then we get to see Derrick Jones Jr. again tonight, I'm all about it, and we get 3 points. I think it's solid value here. Once again, no disrespect to the Cavs. Cavs -3 could be good value as well, but we're going to be rocking with the Bulls. Give us the points, give us the big 3, and let's see what Derrick Jones Jr. He had a really great performance the last game against the Nuggets, and we believe that he can step it up as well. So we'll take the Bulls in the 3. We can't pass up points with the Bulls with 3 of their 4 still good to go, folks. That's just good value. We can't pass it up. Bulls +3, we're taking it. Alrighty, off to a hot start here. I mean, we've got like 10 plus games on tonight, and we're already picking the first one. I love it, folks. Get ready for a big parlay. Let's see if we can round it out here. 76ers at the Hornets up next here. 76ers -6, Hornets +6. Isn't this a back-to-back? Didn't they just face the other night? Yeah, we will stay away from that. We don't like back-to-backs, and we don't like any back-to-back series. So we are staying away from 76ers -6, and this one hurt us on our bet. We had the Bulls minus a couple of points 2 days ago. We had the 76ers -6, and they only win by 3-4 in overtime. So definitely not taking this one. Then we get the Wizards and the Pistons. Two bad teams. Wizards are reeling right now. Definitely got to stay away from them. Wizards -5.5. No, thank you. All right, then we get the Knicks at the Pacers. Knicks +5. Pacers +5. Man, oh man, the Knicks on a back-to-back is the only thing that's hurting us from taking this game. Knicks +5. Man, oh man, that's great value. Whenever anybody's facing the Pacers, you take the other team, especially when they're getting points, and everybody's good to go here for the Knicks, man. Oh man, do we break our rule of never betting back-to-backs? Knicks had a really great performance last night. Evan Fournier was a little off. Maybe he's on this game. I get 5 points here, folks. We're taking the Knicks +5. That's just too great a value to pass up, in our opinion. This Pacers team, they don't win games, and if they do win, it's going to be close, so give us the 5. Man, oh man, great value. Bulls +3, Knicks +5. We are getting great value today, folks. Jeez. All right, then we get the Bucks at the Heat here. Can't bet the Heat because no Bam Adebayo still, obviously. Jimmy Butler is also out, so definitely can't bet the Heat here for the Bucks. We get Brook Lopez is still out, and George Hill is a game-time decision. We'll stay away from betting the Bucks -6.5 here on the road against the Heat. They should have no problem getting it done down low, but, this Heat team, maybe they pull it out somehow. I don't think they do. That Bucks -6.5 is very looking tempting, I will say that. But we've got two great teams, two great picks on our sheet already, and we're getting points. So we don't need to swallow points here, honestly. We've got two great values getting points, and we've still got 12 other games to talk about. So here we go. Let's keep going. Thunder at the Raptors. Thunder +7.5. Raptors -7.5. Once again, two teams that really, Thunder are kind of up and down currently. Raptors starting to trend up a little bit. We'll use this game as more verification on both these teams. We'll stay away from it. We get Jazz at the Timberwolves. Jazz -7. Timberwolves +7. And, this Jazz team, they're very deep. Let's just quickly see the ins and outs here for the Jazz. Hassan Whiteside, a game-time decision. And then for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns, game-time decision. D'Angelo Russell, game-time decision. That's too much uncertainty for me. We'll stay away from this game. Then we get the Nuggets at the Pelicans. And, okay, we don't bet the Nuggets. Is this good value with the Pelicans? Pelicans +2.5. Nuggets -2.5 here. For the Nuggets, Austin Rivers out. Jokic is a game-time decision. Bol Bol's a game-time decision. I'd love to see Bol Bol get some action. And then for the Pelicans, we get Josh Hart, game-time decision. Zion is still out. And that is it. So, I don't know if we believe in this Pelicans team just quite yet, but we'll definitely won't bet the Nuggets -2. We'll stay away from this one. We get Nets and the Rockets. Nets on the back-to-back. They couldn't even cover last night by 1 point. We'll stay away from this one. Rockets kind of trending up a little bit. So Rockets +6 here, folks, may be the play. We'll come back to this one. Let me make sure everybody's good to go here for both these teams. Joe Harris is out for the Nets like he was. And then for the Rockets, we get Kevin Porter out. Okay. And Daniel House Jr. is out as well. Okay. We might stay away from that one as well. Let's keep going here. Last 4 games up. Mavericks at the Grizzlies. Mavericks on the back-to-back. We'll stay away from this one. Grizzlies, once again, just kind of a team that's kind of in the middle right now. Are they good? Are they bad? We need to get more information, more data on it. We'll stay away from betting the Grizzlies. We get the Blazers at the Warriors. Blazers +14. No, thank you. We just bet the Magic +16 over this Warriors team, and that was not even anything close. So not going to swallow 14 when we don't have to. CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard are still out, so it's not even good value with the 14 with the Blazers. Magic, Kings, Magic plus 6.5, Kings minus 6.5. Like we said, we just bet the Magic plus 16 in their last game. They lose by like 30 points. There's no bettability here with the Magic. We stay away from them, even against the Kings. And then the last game of the night, the Celtics at the Clippers. Celtics plus 4, Clippers minus 4. Celtics on the back-to-back. They still are in LA, though, so that's going to help them out. But overall, once again, there's just no bettability on this Celtics team. Jaylen Brown, a game-time decision. Maybe he comes back, but I think the Celtics are just going to be a little off overall on back-to-back games. For the Clippers, we're going to take them minus 4 to get a nice 3-teamer here. We don't like the Celtics, and they're on the back-to-back. There's just no value there at all. We'll swallow the lone 4 here. So, what we've got rocking tonight, which I believe is just great value overall, folks. Bulls plus 3, fantastic value. Knicks plus 5, fantastic value, and Clippers minus 4, fantastic value. Loving these matchups here. Plus 611, bet 100, win $611, folks, plus your 100 back. Man, oh man, you can make $600 tonight and then roll it all into our pick on tomorrow's Thursday night football action, folks. So there it is. That's how you make money. Bulls plus 3, Knicks plus 5, Clippers minus 4 tonight. Alrighty, that is all the NBA we had to go over for today. So let's head over to the NFL and our Wednesday film study and start watching some film and seeing who we should be buying, if we should be selling anybody. Our last look at Week 13 before we start talking about Week 14. Everybody's already talking about Week 14 in the NFL, folks. We don't do that. We like to take our time. We do it day by day by day, making sure we get all the information we need to make our best judgment for this week coming up. So let's kick it off here by going to our first matchup, which is the Giants at the Dolphins here. And folks, this was our last chance we gave y'all to buy Tua. You were either on Tua or off of the Tua train by 1:01 p.m. kickoff time. So, did you buy him? Did you sell him? Show of hands. Who bought Tua? Let me see those hands. Alrighty, good. You should have bought Tua. So we're going to watch Tua's highlights right here. Once again, watching Tua. And as we go through these highlights, we're going to have our trusty stopwatch up because we know this offensive line for the Dolphins is trash, and these receivers are really not the best overall, in and out of the rotation. Finally, they had Devontae Parker, our kind of number one deep threat option for the Dolphins, and Tua was connecting with Devontae Parker on some nice throws as well. But I want to get the stopwatch up just to kind of see from snap to throw, what is Tua doing? He's getting the ball out of his hands quickly because he needs to because of the line. But let's put some seconds. Let's put a measurement to it as we go through and watch these Tua great highlights that we're gonna see. Jeez Louise! Once again, if you didn't buy Tua by 1 o'clock tip-off of this Giants game, I don't know what to tell you. You are officially off the train. The train has left the station. We are on the train. Obviously, we're on the train, folks. I wouldn't say we're leading the train, but we're one of the big members on this train, folks. So let's watch and see what we get by Tua here, and let's see how quickly he truly is getting this ball out of his hands and how much time he has to throw. So here we go. A nice 3.5 minute highlight tape. Sheesh, folks. Oh my goodness. 3.5 minutes of Tua greatness. Man, oh man. Here we go, folks. First play up. Let me start it back here to get the stopwatch. Here we go. First play up here. All right, I was a little late with the stopwatch. We'll get into a little bit of a rhythm, folks. We'll skip this first play. So here we go. First play action, Tua with multiple decisions, and then just throws it out to Jalen Waddle in the flats, and it picks up 7 yards. Easy peasy, but look at this, folks. The nice play action there by Tua. Probably should have slung it in here right quickly to the tight end streaking down the field. Ends up pulling it down, which we don't see where this other defender is, but, still kept the play alive, and then dinked it down to Jalen Waddle in the flats, and it picks up 7 yards on a nice drive starter. 1st and 10. We'll take that. Alrighty, next play up here. Let's get the stopwatch. Here we go. Snap. And all right, well, this one, he's rolling out to the left here. But I mean, this was like 2.6 seconds overall from snap to throw. But let's watch this one more time. This is great. Everything is rolling to the left here, 3rd and 1. And he's just buying time and then sees it open. And then just once again, I mean, this tight ass window to fit this ball in with Jalen Waddle on the sideline. It's absolutely fantastic here by Tua. We've got to watch it one more time, folks. The window of opportunity, buying time, waiting for it to develop. Jalen Waddle calls for the ball, and as soon as Jalen Waddle calls for the ball, throws his hands up, Tua sees it immediately and gives it to him accurately right there. Look how great that is, folks. The accuracy, and that's the main thing we focus on when we watch Tua, because I don't really see any other quarterbacks as accurate consistently as Tua is. Tua throws the ball so perfectly almost 99% of the time, folks, and it's every single throw, folks. It's absolutely on the money. All right, here we go. Next play. Can we get a timer here? Here we go. Play action, and boom, right there. We got 2 seconds from snap, play action to throw, folks. Getting the ball out of his hands. Jalen Waddle, 10-plus yards, easy peasy. Next play. Here we go. Snap, play action, and throw. 2.12 seconds right here, and it's on the money to Devontae Parker for 2nd and 8, picking up the first down. Let's watch this play one more time. Just great. And once again, immediately the defense is right into his face. That's why he has to get rid of the ball. Watch this edge rusher right here. Comes truly unblocked. Just, keeping, doing, containing what defensive ends do. And then, going after Tua. But Tua gets the ball out of his hands. And look at the zip on this ball, folks. Goes 10 yards. Devontae Parker, he's not dinking it down on 2.12 seconds, folks, when the edge in the defense is right in his grill. Cool, calm, collected, cucumber in the pocket that absolutely delivers absolute bullet strikes for 8-10 yards and the first down. Respect this man, folks. Here we go. Next play. Here we go. Snap and throw. 1.79 seconds, folks, from snap to throw, and it's accurate as heck. And I believe we got a 3rd and 2 right here, folks. Boom. 1.79 seconds, and there's the throw. There's Devontae Parker, and this is what this offense can be a little bit more with Devontae Parker on the field. He's just never healthy. And once again, we've only had the show for about a year and a half. We're about a year and a half now. So when Devontae Parker initially got to Miami, and it was Devontae Parker and Jarvis Landry, and all the Dolphins fans were like, "Oh, you got to get rid of Devontae Parker and keep Jarvis Landry and all this because Devontae Parker was never healthy." Okay, I agreed with that I agreed with Devontae Parker was never healthy, but we needed to keep this man. When he's healthy, this man is dominant, folks. And honestly, it's just an unfortunate career overall for Devontae Parker that he couldn't stay healthy. We would have been talking about Devontae Parker like we talk about maybe like so obviously we've got like DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams in kind of A1 tier 1 category, and I think we would be talking about Devontae Parker like an inch below those guys, folks. I really think that's what Devontae Parker could have been if he stayed completely healthy consistently for his entire career. Hopefully he turns the corner. We doubt it. He comes back, he plays a couple games, then the hamstring or another injury ends up happening. So Devontae Parker is great, folks, and Tua's hitting him right here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2. Snap. Throw. We get 1.74 seconds. Getting the ball out of his hand quickly. It goes for the first down. Albert Wilson on the sideline. Next throw. Here we go. Boom. This one's quick as heck as well. And it goes for about 5 yards right in the middle of the field. Here we go. Drop back. 1.93 seconds on an empty backfield, folks. He's got 5 wide, and he's still getting the ball out of his hands quick as heck. Holy cow. And it goes for the first down. Not truly dinking and dunking. Next throw up. Here we go. Snap, throw. He's rainbowing this one back shoulder to Devontae Parker. 2 seconds from snap to ball out of his hands. Devontae Parker on 2nd and 4, and they go deep. What do we got? Like 15 yards right here. Boom, puts him in the red zone, trying to do something right before halftime. You gotta love it. He's not dinking and dunking, folks, and it's crazy when we watch all these quarterbacks like every single week. We see them dinking and dunking and all that. Tua truly really doesn't, folks. He's trying to hit 5, 7, 10 yards every single time, getting not having the time to work with. All these quarterbacks having 3, 4 seconds to throw and dinking it down. Tua, 2 seconds. Oh my God, pressure's here. Let me just fling this ball 10 yards down the field for the first down. No problem. Looking absolutely fantastic here. Here we go in the red zone. Empty backfield again. 3rd and 5. Can he pick up the touchdown? Here we go. Snap and throw. 1.46 seconds. Jalen Waddle on the slant. I mean, man, oh man, how can you not learn that Jalen Waddle on the slant is one of the most deadly things? What are these defenses doing? Not accurately scheming for what this Dolphins offense is. They must just be listening to the national media and not watching their own tape and be like, well, oh, the Dolphins are trash according to the national media. We don't have to scheme for Jalen Waddle in the Tua connection because it's so gosh dang good, because Tua puts the ball on the money in stride for Jalen Waddle to continue his momentum in forward progress and all that. Here we go, 2nd and goal, rolling out to the left here, and then just throws it up for the big old tight end there. What do we got? Durham Smythe? Mike Gesicki? Is that Mike Gesicki? That's not Mike Gesicki. That's Mac Hollins, my man. They even put up the wrong name on the graphic right here. That's not Mike Gesicki. That's not 88. Come on, what are you doing? That's Mac Hollins. Jeez. Alrighty, but that's a touchdown either way. And once again, Tua, everything rolling out to the left. He sees it immediately. Quick throw, and that's an absolute strike. And shout out to Mac Hollins, man. Mac Hollins, besides Jalen Waddle, and Jalen Waddle's been great, Mac Hollins has been the most consistent receiver to step up. He wasn't kind of in the top 2, top 3, coming into the season. It was Devontae Parker, kind of number 1. And then it was, who was the other wide receiver that we got from the Texans? Oh, man, I'm blanking on his name. Oh man, he hasn't played. He's played 1 game. Man, oh man, that's gonna drive me crazy. Hopefully y'all remember his name and it's clicking and you're like, oh yeah, it's that dude. It's that dude. So Mac Hollins was kind of like 4th on this depth chart, maybe even 5th on this depth chart. And now with the injuries to Devontae Parker and that other wide receiver that I cannot for the life of me remember his name, and Mac Hollins has to step up, and this touchdown catch right here, absolutely fantastic. All right, here we go. 10-6 now after halftime. Here we go. Tua still got the stopwatch. Snap, play action, strike. 1.42 seconds to Jalen Waddle. 15 yards, accurate as heck. Watch the accuracy on this throw. Jalen Waddle right here at the bottom of the screen, just going in quickly, and boom, right there in stride. Carries him another 5, 7, 8 yards right there. It's that easy. It is that simple with Tua in the connection to Jalen Waddle. Here he goes. Time to throw. And he goes deep. Boom. That was 2.87 seconds, and I think I shorted it. Let's go back a little bit. Here we go. Snap to throw. We get, boom, 3 seconds right there, folks, and he goes deep with it. You give this man time, he goes deep with the ball. This is 15, 20 yards deep right here. This was not the most accurate right here. If he puts it in stride, this could be a touchdown. But we've seen him be accurate. Not everybody's accurate 100% on every single throw. Tua's accurate on 99.99999, repeating for infinity, accurate on these throws. So this was the one lone time he wasn't. Unfortunate, but it still picked up the first down. It still picked up 15 yards. It was still accurate as heck. There was still no chance at a pick or a breakup or anything like that. Tua was amazing. Here we go, and then bingo, bango, right here. Holy cow, going for 10 yards. Hitting another slant. I think that's Devontae Parker at the top of the screen. And once again, the accuracy of where he has to fit this ball in. There are 3 defenders breathing down this man's neck. And look at that. Look at that. Put the ball exactly where it needed to be. It is safe from the pick. It is safe from the breakup. It is only a catch or a drop by the receiver. And the receiver right here caught it because Devontae Parker finally was able to be on the field. And when he's on the field, folks, man, oh man, he's good. He's so gosh dang good. Here we go. And this throw is so gosh dang good, folks. I was hoping they were going to show this touchdown throw in the highlight package. Here we go. Let's set up the scene right here. 10-6. Dolphins up 10-6. Start of the 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. You kick a field goal. It's a 7-point possession game for the Giants. You score a touchdown. It's 2 possessions, and you're looking golden for the rest of the game. Tua, clutch. We got trips to the left. Motion in the backfield. Here we go. Tua sells it perfectly. Look at that sell. That lackadaisical hand the ball off and then pretend, well, I don't have it, so I just lackadaisically turn out of this because why would I need to not lackadaisically turn out of this because I'm not throwing the ball, but I am throwing the ball. And then the fake hits, and then he's rolling back to the left. Everything's flowing to the left in patience until something opens up at the very last minute right here. And once again, right on the money, exactly where it needed to be. Patience in vision, in accuracy, and y'all are still not buying the man, the legend, Tua Tagovailoa. Come on, folks. What are y'all seeing that I'm not seeing? I'm pointing it out. Absolutely fantastic. Every single throw, every single week. Here we go. Snap to throw. Time to throw. And boom, back shoulder to Devontae Parker again on 3rd and 6, trying to actively win this game. The Giants scored a field goal, making it an 8-point lead for the Dolphins with 4 minutes left. It's 3rd and 6. If this is incomplete, you give the Giants 4 minutes to potentially drive down the field, score a touchdown, and the 2-point conversion to tie up the game. I don't think they do that because they got Mike London, and this Dolphins defense has been locked down all game. But it's just Tua being aggressive and going out there and winning this game. Here we go, just dropping back, and then the back shoulder throw. And this is why we need, and this is why I want Devontae Parker to be so healthy and be out there every single week, because he gives you plays like this. If we've had Devontae Parker and Jalen Waddle both healthy this entire season, and this offense got out to an aggressive start, man, oh man, this Dolphins team, they would be easily at the top of the playoff picture, folks, easily. All right, here we go. The last throw here. 3rd and 4, another 3rd and 4, trying to ice the game. Tua over the middle of the field with the oh my gosh. Oh my God. This time it's Mike Gesicki graphics department. Let me go back to this highlight package because it just clicked off of it. Here we go. Let's go back to this pass. I mean, the game-sealing pass once again on 3rd down, folks. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Hitting Mike Gesicki, a floater right over the middle of the field, and the accuracy is good as heck. We may have to actually... This is the throw right here. I mean, man, oh man, this doesn't do it justice. We've got to get the all-22. Let me get the sideline footage up here. Let me go to this throw because we are going to get an absolutely amazing angle here, folks. Where's this throw to Mike Gesicki? Here we go. 17-yard pass to Mike Gesicki from the end zone. Let's get the end zone view up here because it's going to be so gosh dang good, this accuracy, folks. Y'all are going to, if you are not believers, if I have to show one person, one play of the great accuracy of Tua, it is right here to make them believers. Here we go, folks. Once again, 3rd and 4 to ice this game. Mike Gesicki over the middle of the field. Look at that accuracy right there. Holy cow. Defenders all over him. Another defender waiting in the wings over the middle of the field, and Tua puts it on an absolute dime. Look at this, is the defender's fingers right here. Just gets it over his one little finger to get it to Mike Gesicki for the first down, for the game-sealing catch right here. Man, oh man. Absolutely fantastic, folks. That is Tua, accurate as heck, great decision maker, can get the ball out of his hands quickly, accurately, with zip on the ball to the right read, folks. If the line starts giving him more time, like we saw in a couple of throws, 3+ seconds, he's going 15-20 yards down the field, folks. Give Tua his credit. We're seeing this on a weekly basis. It's 5 wins in a row. The media is starting to turn on the narrative and admitting that Tua is good. Now it is time for everybody else to admit that Tua is good as well. Do I dare there, folks. I think I'm daring. I'm stopping the train. I'm pulling the emergency brakes on the train, folks, to give everybody one final chance to catch up with the Tua train and officially get on board. We have hit the emergency stop. All the coal has been stopped being shoveled into the furnace to make the engine go, folks. One more week. Well, actually, they're on the bye this week, so I guess y'all got a full week and a half by now to get on the Tua train. By week 15, 1:01 p.m. Let me make sure it's a morning game, folks. It's a 1 o'clock start game, or maybe y'all will even have bonus time. Y'all are having more and more time, folks. Y'all lucky I stopped this train on the bye week, folks. Truly lucky. Here we go. Week 15. The Dolphins are a 1 o'clock start. So, yes, you don't have till, 4:26 p.m. You've only got till 1:01. Week 15, folks. About a week and a half, a little bit over a week and a half here. So, plenty of time, folks. We've shown you all of Tua. You don't even have to do your own research. You can just go to our YouTube videos, Dolphins film study over the last couple of weeks here, and watch Tua with us. And we showed you Tua being absolutely perfect. It's absolutely perfect, flawless, folks. I don't know. Best quarterback in the league. I don't know what more y'all want from me. So, week and a half more to get on the Tua train, folks. Believe him, because there's no more stopping the train. Once the train takes off against the Jets, week 15, I am not stopping the train ever again, folks. Ever again. So you're either on or off of them. We're giving you one more chance. Tua's absolutely amazing. Dolphins get the win 20-9. Tua was slinging the ball around. Absolutely fantastic. Alrighty, next game here on our Wednesday film study we're going to take a little bit of a look at here. We're going to shout out the Lions a little bit here. They got their first win. Bango, bango. So we're going to watch the final drive. Jared Goff down. How many points is this man down, folks? They get 6 points there, so they're down 27-23, folks. Final drive, 1:50 seconds left on the clock, and it's got to be Jared Goff to single-handedly lead his team down the field for a game-winning walk-off touchdown. Does Jared Goff deserve any credit for these throws, for these plays? Did the Vikings defense just kind of be absolutely garbage? Was that what it was? And what the heck is going on here? They're making me show my credentials. Do you not know who I am? I've got the Game Pass. I don't need to sign back in. What are y'all doing over here? See, this website, folks, it's absolutely trash, man. It's absolutely garbage. I'm signed in. We just watched it. Jeez. We're signed in. Folks, is it every week that we're saying that Game Pass and NFL.com is absolutely the worst website in the history of all websites, folks, and was absolutely brilliant last year, but they want to ruin it for whatever reason? Jeez Louise. Let's see if we can get back here. Just trying to watch the last drive. I paid $100 for the year for this. Don't ever disrespect me by saying I don't have the Game Pass. What are y'all, nuts? And they are still saying that, oh my goodness, they are still not letting us watch. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let me see here. Let me see if I can sign out quickly. Sign back in. Absolutely disrespectful. Do they not know it's a live show going on? Here we go. Keep me signed in. Alrighty, here we go. Can we get back here? Or are they going to still disrespect the heck out of us? Let's see. Let's get back to those Vikings. We just want to watch Jared Goff. I mean, why is it this hard to watch Jared Goff? It shouldn't be. They should be paying me to watch Jared Goff, honestly. I'm doing this man a favor. I'm doing the Lions a favor here by watching them and shouting them out. I mean, we've only got an hour and a half here, folks. I mean, the time slots are, they cost a little bit of money, honestly. So here we go. Can we finally watch it now? We've proved that we actually pay for this. Thank you. Okay, back to Jared Goff. Last drive. Does he deserve credit for The game-winning drive. Was it trash defense by the Vikings? Was it great catchability by the receivers? So here we go. The final drive here by the Lions that got them their first win. Down 27-23. Must get a touchdown. Field goal does you nothing. A minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. No timeouts. Starting at their own 25-yard line. How the heck did the Vikings let this happen? Absolute frauds. We knew it. And, this was the redemption game, and obviously no redemption here. Absolutely garbage still. The Vikings are. Truly frauds, garbage team. Never bet on them. Never root for them. Vikings fans, jump ship. It is over. All right, here we go. Lions, game-winning drive. Here we go. First play up. Jared Goff dropping back to pass. Here we go. Nice little crossing route to TJ Hawkinson, the nice tight end. All righty, we'll take that. We'll take that. Nice solid drive starter. It's still in bounds, so got to hurry up, and they're hurrying up here. Here we go. 5-yard gain. Alrighty, got to push the ball a little bit more now. Can't be taking 5 yards a pop with no timeouts. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Jared Goff, another 5-yard dink over the middle of the field. Picks up the first down, but this clock is continuing to move. So once again, Vikings, what the hell are y'all doing here? How the heck did you give up this game? A minute and 20 seconds left, and they clocked the ball at a minute and 18. Alrighty, here we go. 2nd and 10, minute 18 at their own 35-yard line. Jared Goff dropping back to pass here. Plenty of time to throw, and oh my God, just dropped the ball right here. But once again, it was another dink down, and probably good that they didn't catch this ball right here. Plenty of time to throw there by Jared Goff. Arid throw, not accurate. TJ Hawkinson right here, really always kind of surefire hands. That wasn't even TJ Hawkinson, so I apologize on that. But whoever it is Jared Goff being inaccurate, and it's an incomplete pass. We'll watch this one more time. Man, oh man, still got to catch it. Hands were on the ball, but it's way behind the receiver right here. Alrighty, well, somehow they still win this game. It's 3rd and 10, a minute and 14 left at their own 35-yard line. Here we go, Jared Goff. Plenty of time to throw in, dinks it down again. This time running back out of the backfield is able to get a couple of yards and get out of bounds. Real smart play. Who is this? We got to get this man's name because he single-handedly kind of won this game. Jared Goff is doing nothing out here. The offensive line is giving so much time to throw this ball, and Jared Goff is still dinking it down. Let me bring up the stopwatch because we just watched Tua and we're timing all of his throws. Only having 1.7, 1.4, 1.5 seconds to throw the ball from the point of the snap here because the defense of the Giants was getting so much pressure on the offensive line by the Dolphins here, and Tua wasn't dinking and dunking like Jared Goff is right now. So let me get a stopwatch up here. And let's count the time here from snap to when Jared Goff threw this ball because this pocket is great here. This offensive line blocking here by the Lions has been fantastic this entire drive so far. So here we go. Let's see. Snap, clock is started, plenty of time to throw, and time to throw 3.28 seconds, and he dinks it down? Oh my God. Now, great job here by the running back to get out of bounds, stop the clock. Thank goodness Jared Goff was never stopping the clock here. He was dinking and dunking in the middle of the field to keep the clock running. So here we go. Igwebuike, folks. Igwebuike getting the nice 13-yard pickup and getting out of bounds. He single-handedly, I'm giving him the credit. We're going to give somebody some credit here at the end of who deserves all the credit of winning this game. And it's not Jared Goff. It's Igwebuike so far, folks. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure I pronounced his name wrong, folks. Sue me, okay? I'm sorry. I'm human. I don't know this man's pronunciation of his name. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, a minute 5 at midfield. Here we go. Jared Goff. Plenty of time to throw. There we go. All right, there we go. Going 9 yards. But once again, I mean, this is wide open. Plenty of time to throw this ball. And it's still short as heck. I mean, Jared Goff, what are you doing right here? You throw this ball accurate like Tua would. This man's able to actually get out of bounds and pick up maybe 5 extra yards here, but Jared Goff throws the ball so poorly, he's down inbounds. Clock continues to run, folks. Once again, Vikings, how did you allow Jared Goff to come and beat you on a final drive with no timeouts? Absolutely pathetic here by the Vikings. Here we go, 50 seconds left, 2nd and 1. Now he's working it. Now, there we go, Jared Goff. That's the throw we're looking for. Bingo bango, the out route on the sideline. Out of bounds, stops the clock, bingo bango. Also, Dan Campbell's calling the plays now. Maybe we put a little blame on Dan Campbell for calling the plays, for why Jared Goff was dinking it, maybe. Alrighty, here we go. Out of bounds, stops the clock, 44 seconds left at the Vikings 33-yard line. Jared Goff, another dink over the middle of the field. This time they got a little bit more time. They're running up. St. Brown, fantastic catch right there. I think he catches the game winner as well. But here we go. 30 seconds left. They're not going to clock it at the 25-yard line. Jared Goff, 2nd and 1. Pressure coming, and he floats it up, and this should have been a pick. Free edge rusher off Jared Goff's blind side. Don't know if he felt it or not, but Jared Goff gets rid of the ball as soon as the hit came and just throws it up, and this should have been picked. I mean, Jared Goff, man, oh man, he's been absolutely not great on this drive, folks, but he somehow gets the win. 23 seconds left, 3rd and 1 at the Vikings 24-yard line. Jared Goff, there's a penalty called. Let's see what the penalty was. Delay of game. Jared Goff, once again, Jets on Jared Goff. Jared Goff is not good, folks. They get the win. We're not buying the lines off of this win, obviously. Jared Goff is still very, very not good. Man, oh man, here we go. Next play, 3rd and 6 off of the 5-yard penalty. Dinking it down to Hawkinson again. Picks up the first down. The clock is running, folks. When did they spike this ball? 15, 14, 13, 12. Finally clock it. 12 seconds left at the 19-yard line. Man, oh man. Vikings, what are you doing? Here we go. 1st and 10. 12 seconds left at the 19-yard line. Jared Goff throwing out to the right. Gets a couple of yards, gets about 9 yards, gets out of bounds. 7 seconds left. That was a good call right there. You probably get one more chance. One last throw here to the end zone to try to win the game. They put 8 seconds on the clock here. 3rd and 2. Jared Goff over the middle of the field. That absolutely nobody was even close here. I guess this was good. Well, first, let's see. Was there anything open here that he should have thrown? You throw it right here. That's the time. That would have been close. It would have been close. But either way, he just kind of throws this ball away, leaving 5 seconds left. Now about one more final chance. 4 seconds left. 4th and 2. Last go here. Last ball. What does Jared Goff do? We got trips to the left here. Jared Goff, man, oh man, front of the end zone. Great read. Great catch. A nice rocket by Jared Goff to fit this ball in here quickly. Vikings defense playing way too deep in the end zone, and they just put it right at the front of the end zone, and that's the game-winning walk-off touchdown that was looking absolutely Amon-Ra St. Brown. Give that man credit for getting the win. But Jared Goff, I mean, was he looking good on that drive? Absolutely not. Did they get bailed out multiple times? Yes. This Vikings defense played everything so poorly every single time, and they end up losing. So Jared Goff still not getting a lot of credit. We'll give him credit for the win. Okay, you won a game. Congratulations. Every other team has like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins, while the Lions have their one lone win so far. So Jared Goff, still no buyability, bettability, believability. We're not buying this Lions team. Jared Goff was still looking really, really not good. Shout out to Ugabuki for actually winning the game here. And also shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown for getting the final win. So all the credit goes to those two players and not to Jared Goff. Alrighty, let's move on. Next game, next matchup here we're going to take a look at here is the Eagles at the Jets, and we're going to shout out Garner. Minshew steps up, gets the win. Fantastic. Now we're going to watch the highlights and all the incompletions here by Garner Minshew. It's only 5 incompletions, so we can go through it quickly, folks. But we want to see everyone saying, oh, that Garner Minshew should be the starting quarterback and that there's a quarterback controversy. First of all, folks, there's not a quarterback controversy, okay? It's still Jalen Hurts. Nick Sirianni put all that to bed saying, hey, Jalen Hurts is the guy moving forward when he's healthy. And it's no disrespect to Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is a good, solid quarterback. He's earned the right to earn a starting job this season. This is what this game truly meant. He's earned the right to get a starting job in this offseason in some team, some organization that has a quarterback problem or situation. Gardner Minshew, has earned the right to be in that quarterback duel. That quarterback, what is it called? Why can't I think of the quarterback? It's not a duel. Two quarterbacks fighting for the starting job. A quarterback competition. There it is. The quarterback competition. The QC, folks. Quarterback competition. Gardner Minshew has earned the right to compete and be an actual competitor. Deserves kind of the half of the reps that you're giving to the quarterbacks. They deserve it to be by Gardner Minshew, but he does not deserve to be the starting quarterback here for the Eagles. At least we don't think. We'll leave an open mind. We'll be optimistic. We'll watch these highlight packages. We'll watch these throws by Gardner Minshew to see, is he doing anything better than Jalen Hurts? Anything that Jalen Hurts can't do? Is he doing things different than Jalen Hurts? Does he still provide that running element that Jalen Hurts provides? Were the wide receivers bailing out Gardner Minshew? Were these accurate as heck throws? Were these right reads? Were they all of this? So we'll keep an open mind, but once again, you have to take it with a grain of salt, folks. This is a backup quarterback's game number one. We've seen it all season long. The Cowboys not having Dak Prescott, they win the game. Kyler Murray out game one, they win the game. Game two, they lose. Mike White comes in for Zach Wilson, he wins the game. Game number two, he gets blown out. They have to go to Joe Flacco, he's so bad. So yes, backup quarterbacks can get it done game one, but the consistency factor is why they are backups in this league, folks. So I'm not knocking Gardner Minshew. We're praising Gardner Minshew by watching him. Once again, folks, we only have an hour and a half here, and we're putting Gardner Minshew into the show. I mean, we're giving him respect, folks. This is one of the highly rated sports talk shows there is in the entire world, folks. People are paying us to shout them out on the show, folks. So, okay, that's how much people are trying to get into the hour and a half daily, okay? So let's watch the highlight package here by Gardner Minshew. I also want to watch the 5 incompletions here. We got them all queued up. Once again, website's trash. We can't open up multiple tabs. The plays refresh. It's absolutely trash, but we've got the timestamps down. So here we go. 4-minute highlight package. Holy cow. Okay, maybe Gardner Minshew is good. A 4-minute highlight package. Tua only got 3.5 minutes. Damn, you telling me Gardner Minshew's better than Tua? Come on, that's disrespectful. But here we go. Gardner Minshew's best plays. Let's see what this man's looking like, and we'll pose the question: should Gardner Minshew be the starting quarterback for the Eagles? We'll keep that in mind as we're watching. But here we go. First play up here. Play action. Setup screen. Okay, so it's a setup screen. Okay, Jalen Hurts can do the setup screens, okay? It goes big, goes 10 plus yards, 15 plus yards. Really great. Great job by Gardner Minshew to deliver the ball accurate. That's all you could ask for on screen passes. Deliver the ball accurate. All right, here we go. Play action. Gets the ball out of his hands quickly, going to Dallas Goedert. And once again, only utilizing the tight ends. We broke this down when we talked about the game on Monday. But also, Dallas Goedert, Kenneth Gainwell, and Miles Sanders. Tight end and 2 running backs were 3 of the 4 leading receivers here by the Eagles. So once again, he's still looking for the safety valves. He's still looking for the dink and dunks for the most part, but we'll still keep an open mind as we go through this game. But a nice job to kind of see it immediately. Getting the ball out of his hands quickly. We're all about it. Here we go. 2nd and 1 under center. Play action pass. Solid time to throw. He's going deep, and ooh, this is a beautiful ball. Holy cow. Dallas Goedert again right here. This is a perfect throw by Gardner Minshew. Throws it up, gets it over the linebacker, drops it in right before the safety. Man, that's a fantastic throw by Gardner Minshew. Well done by Dallas Goedert. Shout out to Tight End University. Stays on his feet after the hit. Goes the extra 5 yards for the touchdown. That's a brilliant throw by Gardner Minshew. Holy cow. What do we got officially? Let's count the yards on it. It's nothing big, but the accurate for, what do we got, 25, 30 yards? Let's see where he throws this ball from. Gonna launch it from the 45-yard line and get it all the way down to the 10. Man, 35 yards, an excellent, flawless rainbow floater right there. That was brilliant. Woof, that was great. Maybe Garner Minshew is the starter. Holy cow, that was a great throw. Oh, man. All right. Now we're cooking. Let's see. In the swag by Garner Minshew. Okay. All righty. I'm full believer. Garner Minshew is the starting quarterback for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, get him off the team. Cut him. Fire him. Get rid of him. You don't need him anymore. The swag here by Garner Minshew. I love it. And once again, if you didn't see the video of him celebrating with his dad after the game, go watch that video as well, because this man, some swagger to and it's not that Drew Lock fake swagger where I'm singing a rap song on the sideline that goes viral. This man got a little bit of a Connor strut. Yes, sir. Looking at his team like, who said I couldn't do this? Do y'all know? Do y'all know who said I couldn't do this? Damn, disrespectful. Man, oh man, what a great throw right here. Also, this is why the highlight tape is 4 minutes and 13 seconds, and Tua's was only 3.5 minutes, because they're spending a minute on this one throw alone, folks. So, still, Tua's the best quarterback in the league. We know this. All right, that was a great throw by Garner Minshew. Holy cow. All right, next play up here. Play action. Just gets it down. It's a screen pass. Once again, screen pass, tight end screen. It goes big because it's accurate, so we still give him credit, but it's nothing that we haven't seen Jalen Hurts do as well. But let's keep going here with Garner Minshew. We get a 3rd and 6. Ooh, 3rd and 6. They're down 5 points here. Got to move the ball. Here we go. Stands tall in the pocket. Boom. Delivers the ball. Maybe a tad behind, but for overall, it's still a good throw. Going to Quez Watkins, an actual wide receiver. Credit to him on 3rd down, going to an actual wide receiver to the sticks, getting the 1st down. That's great job by Garner Minshew. Here we go. Just a nice little dink down right here. Nothing open. Solid 3 seconds in the pocket. Nothing open. Take the open receiver. Fantastic. Nothing open downfield, I meant to say. Here we go. Garner Minshew going deep again. Boom. All right. A tad underthrown right here. Let's count the yards on this one. We get empty backfield, 3rd and 4, shotgun snap. Here we go. Garner Minshew sees it immediately. A nice little floater to the outside, a little underthrown. It still goes for the touchdown. It's so fantastic. If he throws it, accurately 100%, it's a touchdown as well. It's still a good throw right here. Could have been leading the tight end a little bit more down the field. We see the tight end have to stop, reach back toward the ball, but he's so wide open, it really doesn't affect the play overall. But we have seen Jalen Hurts make, errant throws in the red zone as well. So, all right. But it's a great job here by Dallas Goedert. It's a great read by Garner Minshew, and it's a good throw by Garner Minshew as well. It got there. Can't blame him. Can't knock him, especially for a touchdown pass. Definitely can't knock it. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Once again, down 4. Always playing from behind, too. Man, oh, man. We know, or when we broke the game down on Monday, we knew that, the Jets went kind of, touchdown. Eagles, kept up with them. The Eagles really kind of separated themselves in the second half, where the entire first half was all very close. And the Eagles kind of always playing from behind just because they got the ball second here. But that's great, just kind of composure by Garner Minshew as well. Always down. Oh, my God, I just tied up the game, or we actually took the lead because the Jets kept missing their extra points. So, they're up 7-6, and then they're down, 7-13, but then they go up 14-13, and then, back down 18-14. But it's always Garner Minshew like, all right, I just scored to get us the lead. Oh my God, we're down again. But he keeps cool. He keeps his composure. He goes out there and does his thing, and it gets the lead again, and it ends up winning the game. So shout out to Garner Minshew. A really solid performance, folks. We're not knocking Garner Minshew at all. I just think it's a little crazy to say that a backup quarterback should be the starter, 14 weeks into the season. I think that's kind of wild to say a little bit. But let's keep it up here with the Garner Minshew highlights. Let's see if he changes our mind. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Nice little, once again, not the most accurate pass. Pressure's coming right up the middle. Garner Minshew, once again, he doesn't have that escape factor that Jalen Hurts has. Pressure coming right up the middle here. Gets rid of the ball quickly. You see him just kind of flinch as he releases the ball. And it's not that accurate, but it's a great catch by the running back out of the back, or that's Quez Watkins, or I don't even know who that is, folks. Number 14 for the Eagles gets it done. All right, here we go. Garner Minshew, play action pass. Stands tall in the pocket. He's going to take off here. Here we go. And once again, this is not the Jalen Hurts speed that we're all used to. He's not the dual threat quarterback, anything like that. He's a little slow out here, folks. I don't want this man running on any of these plays, really. I'm not utilizing the designed runs and the read options with Garner Minshew like this, folks. And once again, we see Jalen Hurts a lot of the time kind of number 1 or number 2 rusher for this Eagles team, where Garner Minshew only rushed for 11 yards this game, folks. He's not the rusher. Jalen Hurts provides another aspect to the offense, another reason why you can't really go with Garner Minshew over Jalen Hurts. Let me quickly bring up Jalen Hurts' stats. I want to see what was the lowest amount of rushing yards he's rushed for in a game this season, because I doubt it's any less than 11 yards. But let's quickly take a look. Here we go. Rushing yards from whenever he's played. We're going from week 1 to week 12. So here we are, week 13, whatever it is. They got the bye, that's why. But here we go. We have 62 yards, 82, 35, 47, 30, 44, 61, 71, 62, 55, 69, 77. So, Garner Minshew is nothing like that. Let's bring up Garner Minshew stats very, very quickly. What was Garner Minshew's best running game ever? Let's see. Put a number on it right now. I would probably say he's probably rushed for about 48 yards at one point. I would give him that. Here we go. I'll give him 48. Last second guesses. Anybody want to take a guess? Here we go. Every single game he's ever played from 2019, here are his rushing numbers. Here we go. We get 6, 56, 18, 2, 42, 1, 48, 28, 34, 8, 31, 27, 36, 7. Wow, his year number 1. Wow, okay. Maybe this man can run. He's not that fast, though. That speed's not looking intimidating or anything like that, like I'm covering it or actively game planning for it defensively. So that was year 1. Year 2, running numbers came down heavily here. 19 yards, 22, 9, 18, 14, 21, 22, 9. And then we had 11 from last game. So rookie year, when nobody really knew what Garner Minshew was, he was running a little bit all over everybody. But now that they honed it in, they're like, okay, yeah, we're not letting this slow-ass dude run on us anymore. So let's nip that in the bud as quickly as possible. Alrighty, here we go. And once again, why we can't have nice things. The replay starts over because we clicked off the tab, and we don't even have function to the pause button anymore. We don't even have function to the pause button anymore, folks. We can't even pause it anymore. This is what we're talking about. NFL.com, it's the worst website in the history of all websites. Can you fix your product? I'm paying $100 for this. What kind of business is this? Your product is trash even though it's $100? Could you imagine if Takes by Fans charged $100? Oh my goodness. Well, we probably could. Our content, I do think, is $100 a month, but we digress. It's only $5, so it's a bargain. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/takesbyfans, $5 a month, folks. I'm paying $100 a year for this garbage. Jeez Louise. I can't even pause it, so hopefully we don't get any pause-worthy plays, because we've seen enough of Garner Minshew. It's looking good. But let's continue on here. Let's go to where we picked off. Let's get to where we left off at the rush, which is the next play, I believe. We can go by 10 seconds. All right, here we go. Picking up where we left off. Got a minute left here. Gardner Minshew running there, and that was 9 of his 11 yards, folks. So once again, he's not a rusher. Here we go, stepping up in the pocket, dinking it down, 1st and 10, and that's number 14, doing it all here. Fantastic. So once again, just dink and dunks. He has a nice couple of throws here and there, but overall, I mean, we're going to be counting on this man the entire rest of the season. Once again, an underthrow right here. Why are you underthrowing this ball? This is 100% wide open. 3rd and 19. Plenty of time to throw. Pocket sort of collapsing, but this is just a way underthrow. And you see the receiver, how much time and how many yards he has to sacrifice to actually come back to the ball and get reacclimated after he shorts this ball. I mean, man, oh man. It still goes for the first down, so we still give him credit overall, but I mean, that's really underthrown Duquez Watkins, and it's like 20 yards down the field. Here we go, 3rd and 9. Can he be clutch again? We'll give Gardner Minshew credit for that as well. Oh my, now this is a throw. Holy cow, this is what we're talking about. He's clutch. We'll give Gardner Minshew the accolade of being clutch. 3rd and 9, another 3rd down conversion, stepping up in the pocket, keeping his eyes down the field in an accurate as heck pass. Is this better than his one to Dallas Goedert that was the floater? I don't know. This is another great pass. Holy cow. 3rd and 9, moving the chains, getting into scoring position. I mean, from an angle right here, yeah. That's flawless. That's a flawless play. Here we go, 4th and 1. Is he a gamer? Oh, QB sneak keeps his legs churning, and I think they're going to give him the first down by like an inch. But hey, that's the gamer on 4th and 1. Clutch. He's got some clutch factor, and I think that's where we kind of see the main difference in only one game from Garner Minshew as an Eagle to what we've seen out of Jalen Hurts this season. The one thing I can say by on this one game alone, that Garner Minshew is clutcher than Jalen Hurts. You know, Jalen Hurts throwing all those red zone interceptions against the Cowboys 2 weeks ago against the Giants. That needs to be cleaned up. But Garner Minshew here on 3rd down getting it done most of the time. I'll give him the credit. Let's actually see. Do the numbers accurately portray what we saw in the highlights here? 3rd down conversion efficiency, we got 46% by the Eagles, 33% by the Jets of 3rd down efficiency. So solid there by Gardner Minshew. I don't believe he deserves to be the starting quarterback, folks. Let's look at these 5 incompletions quickly. We've got the timestamp down. And once again, they're saying I don't have the Game Pass. They're saying I don't have the Game Pass and I have to log back in. So this is what we're talking about, folks. This is what we're talking about. I want my $100 back, and I want to keep the service because it's so trash. But we digress. We won't be the Karens. We won't be that. We'll give you $100, and we'll just talk about you, not even behind your back. I'm sure the NFL is watching right now. But we digress. Alrighty. Do we need to watch the incompletions, folks? They're all like not on his fault. It's like set up screens that throw into the dirt because they're not open. That's really all of them. But let's see if we can get to it quickly. Quickly. 5 incompletions, 5 plays, very, very quickly. All right, here we go. First incompletion. We got to skip to, what do we got? He didn't even throw an incomplete pass till like 51 minutes into the broadcast, folks. We'll get you the timestamp here in a second. Let's go to 51:12. All right, here we go. His first incompletion, folks. Are y'all ready for this? His first incompletion comes second quarter. First incompletion comes second quarter. Second quarter with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. That's his first incompletion. Here we go. Gardner Minshew's first incompletion. What does it look like? Here we go. At the Jets' 34-yard line, dropping back to pass, and it's a setup screen that was not set up. It was, very well blocked. He just throws the ball in the dirt. That's his first incompletion. Very well done. All right, second incompletion. We got to go to 108-33. 108-33. That's his 109-18. See, this is why I like to just have them up in different tabs, but once again, they refresh. I don't know why they're refreshing. But here we go. Second incompletion comes third quarter, 10 minutes left. Here we go. Gardner Minshew up 24-18, 2nd and 9. I believe this sets up the 39 that we saw him get. Fantastic. But here we go. 2nd and 9, incomplete pass coming up. What do we get? Gardner Minshew, everything rolling out to the right here. Pulls it down. Plenty of time to throw. And he's just going to launch this one down the field. Does not seem like anything is open. So smartly, doesn't take the sack, gets rid of the ball, doesn't force anything. Good job managing the game, which we want to see from our backup quarterbacks. Not kind of get out of, line a little bit and say, man, oh man, he deserves the starting job. I think that's a little ridiculous to say. All right, but here we go. Next incompletion coming up here. Third quarter, 9 minutes left. So, third quarter, end of the second half, that's really when it started to get a little out of control for Gardner Minshew. So I was like, wow, I played flawless for an entire first half of football. Let me start throwing incomplete passes now. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 27-yard line. What do we got? Show us. What do you got, Garner, on this incomplete pass? Your fault, not your fault. Should we blame you? Here we go. Dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. He's going deep, and he's trying to hit our man Devontae Smith, but it's underthrown again. And we've seen this on wide open throws, on touchdown passes, all kind of underthrown here. There's really no separation here by Devontae Smith, but you see Devontae Smith, he's a great one-on-one catcher. We saw that by Jalen Hurts throwing him the ball here, but you see Devontae Smith having to literally jump all the way over the defender back. And, it could have been thrown out in front, giving Devontae Smith a little bit more of a clear grab. And once again, looking at who Garner Minshew was throwing the ball to, Devontae Smith only had 15 yards. Once again, folks, Garner Minshew was good. Don't kind of, not everything has to be, oh, he was great, he needs to be the starter. Not everything is so binary, one or the other. If we say that Garner Minshew isn't a starter, that means we're calling him bad and trash. No, we're not even saying anything like that, folks. There's nuance in literally everything, folks. That's what we do here. We break down the nuance. We see the nuance. We see everything. Stats, film, incompletions, completions, scoring drives, not scoring drives. We watch it all, folks. This is what we do here. We get the nuance. Nuance by fans. That's our new name here. All right, we get 2 more incompletions. Let's quickly bring these up. And we're getting refreshed. This website, folks, this website is absolutely trash. If there's one takeaway from our show, it's that NFL.com's website is trash. Hopefully y'all screw our sports talk, our opinions, everything we say. This website is trash. That's the only thing I want y'all to take away from me. Here we go. Garner Mitchell, next in completion. Plenty of time to throw, standing tall in the pocket, and just once again trying to hit Devontae Smith over the middle of the field. And once again, it seemed to be a little behind the accuracy. Gotta shore it up. Let's watch this one more time here. Let's try to freeze it at the right point. Yeah, it seemed to be. It's a great defense by the defender here of the Jets as well, but once again, just a little bit not out in front where it truly needs to be, and that's why it's kind of broken up in an incomplete pass. All right, last incompletion right here. Here we go. All right, here we go. Garner Minshew. Last incompletion. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. They're up 9 points here, 27-18. Fantastic. At the Jets' 43-yard line. Here we go. Gardner Minshew. Double backfield. Hands it off. It's a flea flicker back to Garner Minshew, and the defense reads it perfectly, and it's a setup screen, and everything is really not that open. So Garner Minshew, a couple of screens, throw it in the dirt, but overall, those 3 incompletions, just bad accuracy overall. So Garner Minshew doesn't really deserve to be the starter. He's a great backup. He should be able to compete for a starting job, folks. That's what we give Garner Minshew. So that's the Eagles. That's Garner Minshew. Solid win by Garner Minshew. Absolutely love seeing backup quarterbacks, next man up mentality, getting in the game and getting it done. 33 points. Fantastic. Moving the ball. Didn't turn over the ball. Didn't have an interception. Didn't fumble. Absolutely magnificent. He fumbled once but didn't lose it. So we'll pretend like we didn't see that. So there's Garner Minshew, folks. Alrighty, next game up here, and we get a little bit of a twofer here. We're going to go a little bit of a twofer here at the Jags and Rams game. We're going to watch Trevor Lawrence because we were supposed to watch him last week in our film study, but we just didn't have time. And luckily for us, the narrative that we were going to watch last week was that Trevor Lawrence is one of the most unclutch quarterbacks that there is in the entire NFL. And I get he's a rookie, but geez Louise. So we were going to watch all of his third down shortcomings last week, but thank goodness he's still unclutch and we can still watch his third down shortcomings as well this week. And then also we had the Rams. They hit our redemption goal. We called them frauds 2 weeks ago coming into this game. We set a bar for them. They hit that bar. They are no longer frauds, but I do kind of want to take one last look at Matthew Stafford's incompletions to see if we still need to be worried that he's missing wide open throws and missing wide open reads and all that. Yes, they're winning games, but they're not beating the best teams. They got it done against the Jags. And once again, y'all kind of, fooled me a little bit on the Bills. Y'all had me buying the Bills after, early on in the season. We were like, hey, watch out. The Bills, this is where they struggle. And once again, we're seeing the same struggles here. And I don't want y'all to kind of get your hooks in me about the Rams as well. So let's break down Matthew Stafford's incompletions. And hopefully we're not seeing the same things that we were seeing early on in the season while we had our reservations on the Rams. So let's start here with Trevor Lawrence and all of his shortcomings and why they just cannot move the ball consistently and why they're putting up like 7 points a game up here. So here we go. First drive here, it results in a fumble. That's not Trevor Lawrence's fault. So I'll give Trevor Lawrence a little credit there. You didn't fumble the ball this game. Did you even throw an interception? Did he have a flawless game? Did Trevor Lawrence have a flawless game? He lost one fumble but didn't lose it. So I guess no turnovers is the greatest thing by Trevor Lawrence. This is a nice building block to really build off of. Let me go to Trevor Lawrence's stats very quickly because I want to say he has like a turnover in every single game. This may be his first game that he doesn't have a turnover. Let's quickly bring this up. Here we go. Trevor Lawrence. Here we go. Game 1, 3 interceptions. Game 2, 2 interceptions. Game 3, 2 interceptions. Game 4, no interceptions. Did he fumble the ball? Where are your fumble numbers at, my man? He didn't fumble. All right, so this is his second non-turnover game. After that, 1 interception. Game 6, no interceptions. Did he fumble? Oh, he fumbled and lost it. All right, so still only 1 game of no turnovers. Then we're at week 8 against Seattle. After the bye, you throw a pick? Come on, Trevor. All right, here we go. Okay, he's got a 3-game streak here of no interceptions. Here we go. Against the Bills, week 9, no interception, no fumble. Week 10 against Indianapolis, no interception, 2 fumbles, 1 lost. Week 11 against the 49ers, no interceptions, no fumbles as well. So that's 3 games. Then we have last week against Atlanta, the fumble, and then this week, no interceptions, no fumbles. He fumbled, but didn't lose it. So 4 games so far this season of no turnovers. Okay, he's getting a little bit better. Okay, we'll give him a little credit for that. But back to Trevor Lawrence not getting it done on 3rd down. Here we go. And why the drive stalls. So first drive stalls because of the fumble. Second drive stalls because we get a 3rd and 7, and he only throws for 3 yards. I mean, once again, just not going to the boundary, dinking and dunking, not picking up the first down, not getting it done. So let's see here. I think they signed us out again, so we'll have to go through this for the fourth love of God time today during the show. Absolutely trash website. We know this. All right, so here we go. Let's sign out. Sign back in. Classic. Alrighty, bear with us, folks. The content is coming, folks. Relax, okay? I don't know what you want from me. This is the only flaw of the show, NFL.com. The biggest flaw of a football-centric sports talk show is the actual official NFL.com. Riddle us that, folks. I don't know what y'all want from me. All right, so here we go. We're back logged in. We're back to the game. Do y'all see what I go through on a weekly basis here to give y'all the best content that there is on Wednesdays, folks? Wednesdays film studies at Takes by Fans. Come on, folks. All right, here. We're back. We've got the plays up here. We've got the film up. All right, so now let's start clicking and talking on these 3rd downs. So here we go. First drive, fumble, not on Trevor Lawrence, but then we get the 3rd and 7. Let's see, smart read, was there anything open? Here we go, down 10 points. 5 minutes into the game, down 10 points. You got to do something here, Trevor. Here we go, dinks it down, actively takes the check down for 3 yards. You're just giving up. You're giving up at this point. Trevor, can you please be aggressive? Let's see, was there anything open? We've got the all-22 here. Was there anything open here that he should have thrown the ball? Yeah, probably right here. You've got to squeeze this ball in right here. I know it's a tight ass window, but this is where you got to throw the ball. That's really all that we can see because he throws the ball literally 2 seconds to the check down. So, I mean, this man is just actively saying, yeah, we'll get it on the next drive. But you don't get it on the next drive because on the next drive, you're thinking, oh, well, we'll get it on the next drive. You're down 10-0. Can you be a little aggressive and go for the first down marker, please? Jeez. At least attempt it. Oh, you throw 10 yards down the field and it's incomplete. Oh, well, you throw 3 yards, it's incomplete, or you pick up 3 yards and you still bring up 4th down. So what's the difference? Be aggressive, Trevor. Make the mistakes. This is your rookie year. You're already not seen as the number 1 rookie of your draft class. So what do you have to lose at this point? Mac Jones is better than you. What do you have to lose at this point? Be aggressive, please. It's not all on Urban Meyer. He deserves a lot of it, but Trevor Lawrence deserves a big part of it as well. He's not getting really that better as quickly as he needs to be. Now, we'll shout out Trevor Lawrence right here on this touchdown drive. We'll see how many passes he throws. But touchdown drive, they're down 10-0. He goes down and scores a touchdown, makes it 10-7. I will give him credit for that. But this was the only points he scored all game. Let's see this drive. We're not going to watch the drive. We'll talk through this drive of what it took to get this 7 points. So here we go. 1 yard run by Trevor Lawrence. He scrambled. We get a pass incomplete. Trevor Lawrence, 28-yard, big play. Let's watch this one. Was this a dink and dunk that broke big, or did Trevor Lawrence actively go down? And this is on 3rd and 9, so let's see what he did here. 3rd and 9. There we go. Goes over the middle of the field. Do you see what happens when you throw to the boundary, when you throw to the first down marker? First down marker is right here. Let's see. He threw right to it. He threw a yard past it. Yes. And then it breaks big, and it's able to go for another 5, 10, 15 yards. Trevor Lawrence, see what happens when you push the ball down the field. You get the touchdown. You score when you pick up the first down. That's what we want to see. Thank you. Let's continue on here with the drive. We get a -1 yard run, a -1 yard pass, and then we get a 10-yard run. On 3rd and 12, they call a running play. They call a running play, folks. They don't even trust Trevor Lawrence on 3rd and 12. They trust him on 4th and 2. Let's see what he does here on 4th and 2 to pick up this first down. Aggressiveness here by the Jaguars. Why not? At the Rams 38-yard line. And man, oh man, this is a tight-ass window that he fit this ball into. Holy cow. Here we go. 4th and 2. Goes past the boundary. That is a tight, I don't know how that wasn't intercepted or batted down. I'll give the credit to the receiver right there. Very well done. And who is that? Number 11. Jones Jr. Shout out to him. All right. So that was a nice 4th down pickup. Thank goodness. And then we get a rush for no gain, 2-yard run, 9-yard run by Trevor Lawrence, 9-yard run by Hyde, 7-yard run, 2-yard penalty, and then a touchdown because of a 1-yard run. So Trevor Lawrence had 2 throws here, 1 on a 3rd down and 1 on 4th and 2. Got it done because he actively threw to the boundary. Now, let's see. Does he keep this up for the rest of the game? They scored no more points, so I'm assuming not, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt here and watch these plays. Here we go. We get a 3rd and 9. All right. Doesn't pick up the 3rd and 9. Let's see how he handles it. Here we go. 3rd and 9. At their own 40-yard line. Dropping back to pass. Some solid time to throw. About 2.5 seconds. Tua could have gotten this ball off. No problem. But let's see. Was there anything open here? Let's bring this to the all-22. And let's see what we get. Here we go. Trevor Lawrence. One running back in the backfield. You get number 7 right here. You throw this one. He's able to kind of race to the corner. There's a throw to be made right there. But he waits too long, and then he gets brought down. So there was a quick window. Didn't take it, and he gets brought down for a sack. Nothing else was really open, though, on that play. All right, one thing was open quickly. All right, here we go. Next drive, we get a 3rd and 4. Trevor Lawrence. Okay, let's see what we get here. Got to pick up this first down. Got to keep the drive moving. Got to try and, erase this deficit that is now up to 13-7. You're at the Rams' 40-yard line, 3rd and 4. Here we go. Trevor Lawrence, play action. And he fumbles the ball. Once again, hesitation on the read option, whether to hand it off or not. Let's see. Should he handed it off? The edge doesn't really crash down that much. Wasn't really looking at Trevor Lawrence, so seems like he wanted to keep the ball, but then that miscommunication, ball on the ground. So, indecisiveness by Trevor Lawrence right there to keep it, and they lose 2 yards. Do they punt here? They do punt on 4th and 6. They don't go for it. Aggressiveness a little bit earlier when they were at the 40-yard line of the Rams, and now that you're on the 43, you're going to punt? What's up with that? Nothing to lose, right? So, all right, aggressiveness and then not aggressiveness in kind of the same exact situation. Interesting. Alrighty, and then the last drive here is the end of half drive, so can't do anything with that. 19 seconds, so we're not going to even watch it. We're not going to weigh any of that against Trevor Lawrence or for Trevor Lawrence. All right, here we go. Next drive. First drive out of halftime. Still in the game. Down 16-7. 2 possessions. Still in the game. No reason to kind of, mail it in, phone it in for the rest of the game. First drive, we get a 3rd and 5. Can Trevor Lawrence pick up this 3rd and 5? Here we go. Dropping back to pass. Pressure coming relatively early and then just throws it up. I'll give him throwing it up. It's still kind of being thrown away, but at least you threw the ball. I'll give him that. All right, was there anything open on this 3rd and 5 play? The safety valve check down route was kind of open right off the rip right here, and may have been the right decision. Oh, you've got this dude. You've got this dude right here wide open. I know the pressure is coming right as this receiver is wide open now, but you've still got to just throw this ball, and that's who he was trying to throw to, but it's just way underthrown. There it was. It's open here. Did he need to scramble out of the pocket here? Stand tall, stand tall, stand tall. Yeah, he did kind of need to get out. That's tough, man. You got to keep your eyes down the field a little bit. Still, I think he still needs to make the throw, folks. So something open, a check down open right off the rip that he could have taken, and then a deep shot 20 yards down the field that was wide open, absolutely wide open. All right, next drive, we get a 4th and 1, and they go for it at the Rams 37-yard line. They got to get the touchdown right here because they are down 23-7, I believe, at this point. Let's bring it back in the broadcast. We get the nice ground view, 23-7 at the Rams 37-yard line. Here we go, 4th and 1. 4th and 1, and they're not QB sneaking with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence tries to hit the dunk down right here, and Jalen Ramsey makes a great read, comes over the top, bats the ball away. I don't know if I like this play call right here. Everyone's sitting on the comeback. I mean, what are we going to do here on 4th and 1? It's not going to be anything deep. So, I don't know why you're not running QB sneaking on 4th and 1 with Trevor Lawrence. What is up with that? And why are you shotgunning on 4th and 1 anyway? It makes no sense. So bad play calling there. Try to get the execution. Great defense by Jalen Ramsey. All right, then the next drive here, we get a fumble here that's not on Trevor Lawrence, so we give Trevor Lawrence a little credit for not, being bad there. But then here we go, 3rd and 6, the last third down that we're going to show you, the last one really of the game. 5 minutes left here, down 30 points, down 37-7. 3rd and 6 at the Rams 43-yard line. Trevor Lawrence on 3rd and 6 here, dropping back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket, I mean, there's a lot of pressure right here. I don't really think he's going to be able to get this ball off. Let's see if there was anything open. Pressure came basically immediately, but we'll see one last time in the All-22. Was there anywhere that Trevor Lawrence should have went with the ball quickly? Pressure comes kind of immediately right here. Yeah, you've got the crossing route open in the middle of the field, but, I mean, the pressure is just too much to really even look down the field. I mean, the man gets blasted, so... Trevor Lawrence is still not great. Still not. This Jaguars team overall is not good. But Trevor Lawrence, I mean, you've got to get a little bit better out here. You've got to stand a little bit taller in the pocket, keeping your eyes down the field a little bit longer, and standing in there and making the throws. You've got to make the throws. I know it's hard. The pressure's there. The offensive line is letting you down, but you must make the throws. You're also a rookie, so we give you a little bit more of a free pass, but you must make the throws. Got to make these throws. Can't keep putting up. I mean, what have they been putting up number-wise these games? All right, here we go. Their score totals through game 1 through game 13. Here we go. We have 21 points. Good. That's solid. I'll give them 21. 13, 19, 21, 19, 23. They got the win. Fantastic. 7, 9, 17, 10, 14, 7. I mean, this last stretch when we know defenses truly kind of come out in the back half, second half of the season, and this is the trend in the NFL literally every season long, folks. The defenses get better. There's more tape of how you shut down your opponents. Defense gets better as the season progresses right here. And over since week 8, which is basically the midway point, we have 7 points, 9 points, 17, 10, 14, 7. You're not winning a game by not putting up more than 20 points. Yes, you beat the Bills with 9 points because the Bills are trash. We now officially know this. So, man, oh man, you've got to start moving the ball a little bit more, and you do that by picking up the third downs. All right, we're not moving off of this game just quite yet. We've got to kind of watch the other quarterback here, and that is good old Matthew Stafford. We've got to watch his incompletions. Yes, they put up 37 points. Yes, they kind of hit all of our check marks, which was 35-plus points. They did that. We wanted to see 250-plus passing yards. They hit 295. We wanted to see 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They got 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And we wanted to see 100-plus rushing yards. So they checked all of our boxes for their redemption game this week, but we still have this overall, I don't know if I want to call it a narrative because it's true. We've seen it. This overall narrative of the Rams of Matthew Stafford not putting a complete game together because he's been with the Lions his entire career. He's not used to being great every play throughout the course of one game, let alone an entire season into the playoffs when they're kind of Super Bowl kind of contenders right from the rip. So Matthew Stafford, we've seen him real early on in the season, miss the wide open reads, miss wide open throws that you need to make. Any quarterback needs to make because they're wide open, and especially highly regarded quarterbacks, which is Matthew Stafford. Everybody just kind of gives him a free pass because he was with the trash Lions for his entire career. Going back to Matthew Stafford never being 100% under the microscope for let alone an entire season or an entire game or anything like that. So when Matthew Stafford is a little inconsistent and missing wide open throws, it's alarming because we see them not beat the best teams quite yet consistently. So once again, we're still not 1,000% sold on Matthew Stafford. we're close, but we got to see, and we got to kind of make sure a little bit on a weekly basis that these incompletions are not too woeful, like woof, wow, that's a bad one that we've seen a little consistently throughout the season. So here we go. Let's start finding these incomplete passes. So here we go. First drive of the game, first quarter, first drive, one incomplete pass. They have to settle for a field goal right here. Once again, settling for field goals, another little red flag by the Rams. And, we see the Bills settling for field goals as well, and we're seeing how they're doing now. So why we're watching this Rams team. But here we go. 3rd and 11 at the Jacksonville Jaguars 22-yard line. Here we go. Matthew Stafford empties out the backfield, gets the pass, solid time to throw, steps up in the pocket, and man, oh man, this is just a drop here by, I believe that's Reynolds, Josh Reynolds, number 18, I believe. Let me make sure Reynolds is even on the team before I start saying that. It is not Reynolds, so I don't, they had Josh Reynolds. What happened to him? Is that Von Jefferson, number 18? Let me quickly check. Number 12. All right. Well, whoever the receiver is just dropped it. And we apologize for not instantly knowing the name. I know y'all are better than me because y'all know everybody's name right off the rip. And, I get it, folks. Y'all are smarter than me. We get it. You don't have to say it every single time. But here we go. Matthew Stafford makes the right read. That's open. I mean, that's right in the chest. And that's just dropped by number 18. Who the heck is this? I do not see him. Number 18. He's got a longer last name. Is it Ben Sworkin? It is Ben Skowrokin. So I'm sure y'all know him. Y'all are smarter than me. Once again, I get it, folks. All right. So that pass, that was not on Matthew Stafford. That's on Ben, and he's got to catch that. Come on, Ben. You've got to catch that. All righty. First and completion. Let's keep a track here. That's not on our man Matthew Stafford. So we'll put a check by this play right here on our notes because that is a good throw. All right, and that picks up the first down as well. That was at the boundary. That's everything that we wanted to see. All right, so first and completion. That gives us a nice green flag for Matthew Stafford. Good. All right, let's see if we can keep it up here. Next incompletion, second drive right here. And they get a touchdown in this drive. So overall, not too concerning, but we just want to see what this incomplete pass is looking like. Here we go. Matthew Stafford, first and goal from the 5-yard line of the Jags, dropping back and is just going to kind of loft it up here. Now, not a good throw. It's double covered, but the overall sentiment of giving Cooper Kupp a kind of jump ball in the back corner of the end zone, we're all about it. There's also nothing else open here. Look at all this. This is all wide covered, folks. Very wide covered. So he just takes the shot. So I've got no problem with that, just kind of throwing it away as well. That is a good incompletion as well. All right, Matthew. All righty. Truly buying in, truly not frauds anymore. This is what we want to see. Hopefully we don't kind of have to change our mind watching the rest of these incompletions. There's 12 of them. We just watched 2, so we got 10 more up, folks. We can go through them quickly. No big deal. Here we go. Next drive. It results in a punt, and this one could be a little alarming. Let's see. We get back-to-back incompletions here by Matthew Stafford on 2nd and 5 and 3rd and 5. They're at their own 27-yard line. Let's see why they could not pick up this first down and move the ball like Trevor Lawrence, why we just knocked Trevor Lawrence for. So here we go. 2nd and 6. First incompletion. Play action. Pressure decent, and he just has to throw it to the feet of the receiver. Was there really nothing open here? We got to take this one to the sideline. Here we go. The L22. Here we go. All right, let's see what Matthew Stafford was seeing here. It's the play action. Let's see, was there anything open here? Play action as he's coming out. There's really nothing open. All righty, so another good incompletion. Threw it to the feet, low and away. Fantastic. We'll give him credit for that incompletion. Now back to the broadcast, and let's watch the very following play on 3rd and 5 where he throws an incompletion as well. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Once again, empties out the backfield for an extra blocker right up front. I like this. And, just a little too high for OBJ right there. Definitely got to try and fit this ball in. I know it's a tough throw to get it over that first line of defense. Just sails on him. But that's enough space to fit this ball in. And especially OBJ. You really can't be throwing incompletions to OBJ because we know how he gets. His family gets. It could ruin the locker room. So I am going to have to put this one on Matthew Stafford. That is his first bad incompletion of the game. Also, it was a good read. But bad execution. So that is a knock on Matthew Stafford. All right. Next incomplete pass, we got to go to the second quarter. First drive, it results into a field goal. Not good, but that's not why we're watching this play. They run the ball the next 2 times and unfortunately have to kick a field goal on 4th and 1. But here we go. 1st and 10 at the Jaguars' 33-yard line. Incomplete pass by Matthew Stafford. Here we go. It's a play action that was kind of muffed right off the rip there. Nothing doesn't seem like it seems like a lot of people were on the wrong page here. Matthew Stafford play actioning to the right, but there's nobody to the right. Or play actioning to the left, there's nobody to the left. Everybody's to the right. He's rolling out to the left here and seeing nothing open, and then just throws this ball absolutely nowhere near any receiver. Let's quickly take this one in the all-22, see where everybody was. Matthew Stafford, plenty of time to throw this ball, but a broken play right off the rip because nobody kind of knew what was happening. So here we go. Matthew Stafford, I mean, if you could fit it in here, that's a tough throw to make. It's a tight window. I still believe you can make this throw. You've got this defender flowing to the left, so he's not going to be able to kind of stop immediately and come back to this ball. I think you can fit it in there quickly. I'm going to give him half one on this one. I'm going to give him a check and an X, a little bit of a half. A little bit of a check, though. So, didn't make any read right here and then tries to go back inside. So, I'm going to put that one a little bit on Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, his level of caliber of quarterback play should have been able to fit that ball in there in that tight window. So, really, we should give him a little bit of an X, but overall, it was a busted play right off the rip. I don't know if that was miscommunication by Matthew Stafford or the receivers or whoever it was, so he just lives for another down. I'm not going to knock that too much, so we'll still leave it at kind of 50-50 good bad. All right, to the next one. Here we go. Second drive that results in a punt, and we get back-to-back incompletions here again. Back-to-back incompletions. He's only had back-to-back pass incompletions 3 times in this game. We saw one his fault, one not his fault, and now we get back-to-back incompletions here again. So here we go. Up 13-7, so still a game. Still need to put points on the board. Second quarter, 4 minutes left, and it's 2nd and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here we go. Matthew Stafford, we got trips to the left here. Matthew Stafford going deep and just overthrows this ball. It's way behind as well, and there was check downs to take here as well. So this is on Matthew Stafford aridly throwing this ball. I mean, that would have been it would have been tight. You know, you're getting Cooper Kupp a little blasted right there, but yeah, we got to put that one on Matthew Stafford. This was his fault right here of this incompletion. Other places to go with the ball, and where he was trying to go, Cooper Kupp, it was open. He just threw it absolutely bad. All right, next play, another incompletion. Let's see, was this his fault or not? Here we go. Dropping back to pass here, plenty of time to throw. He's going deep. It's a one-on-one, trying to hit OBJ. I've got no problem with the deep shot right there. But once again, this is what Deshaun Jackson is for. Once again, OBJ should theoretically, every time OBJ's on the field, that really theoretically should be Deshaun Jackson, and he's your speedster for your deep ball. OBJ can't get past this last defender. Maybe Deshaun Jackson can, because that's what Deshaun Jackson does. So once again, that whole Deshaun Jackson thing was still the wrong move at the end of the day, and we're still going to stand by that. But I'm going to give him a check here. This is a good decision, a good throw. Give OBJ the chance there. It's a deep ball, one-on-one matchup, 50-50 ball. I've got no problem with that one. All righty. So on another back-to-back incompletions, one his fault and one not his fault. Or one good, one bad, whatever you want to kind of classify the checks and X's as. All right, here we go. Second quarter, third drive here, back-to-back incompletions again, and it results into a field goal. So we're going to weigh these very heavily now because, trying to do something at the end of half, only up one possession right here, really want to get the touchdown and not settle for the field goal, but we get back-to-back incompletions here by Matthew Stafford. So here we go. First incompletion here at the 20-yard line of the Jags, dropping back to pass, and oh my God, yeah, this is on OBJ too. Watching this live, folks, OBJ has to make a better attempt. We know OBJ doesn't really like to sacrifice his body for the ball. That's why all the incompletions between Baker Mayfield and him. Maybe why Baker Mayfield didn't want to give OBJ the ball, because he doesn't try for the ball, folks. Once again, this is a little overthrown by Matthew Stafford, but I mean, OBJ still needs to make a play on this ball. You see him just kind of flinch going up because he knows the safety's coming over the top here. So this is on OBJ. It's a little bit on Matthew Stafford. I mean, you didn't even need to throw it like this. You didn't need to put him into danger's way, harm's way. I mean, folks, this is open right here. You drop this ball right in. And, it's easy catch for OBJ, but you make him make a little bit of a dangerous catch right there, and OBJ's not the guy to go up and get this type of ball. His one famous catch was him reaching back out of bounds, not going up and mossing somebody, not like a DeAndre Hopkins last year, Hail Murray going up over 3 defenders and catching a ball. No, it's OBJ, reach back like 1-3. So, still... OBJ, but I'm going to put this one on Matthew Stafford as well. This is on both of them. We're going to give Matthew Stafford the X here on this throw. Alrighty, and then the next incompletion here. Very next play, once again, still in the red zone. Once again, have to settle for the field goal after this throw. So here we go. Matthew Stafford, empty backfield. That looked to be a false start to me. But he dinks it down, and this time it's Von Jefferson, and that's the incomplete pass. And this is a little bit of a dink down. It's only 3rd and 3, so you can pick up the first down. I've got no problem with the throw right here. Let's watch this one more time. It's right in the gut. He's got to make that catch right there. So that is a good throw by Matthew Stafford. Alrighty, we've got 3 more incompletions left here by good old Staffy. So let's watch these, and then we will total up the tally and see if we should officially be buying this Rams team officially back. So here we go. Next incompletion on a touchdown drive. So overall, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. They still score points here. 2nd and 7 at their own 41-yard line. Here we go. Matthew Stafford. Dropping back to pass, pressure got there immediately, avoided the pressure, tried to dink it down just because he evaded the pressure, and I believe this got tipped at the line. This just got tipped. Okay, that did get tipped, so that is a check for Matthew Stafford there, not his fault. Alrighty, next incompletion right here. Once again on the same touchdown drive that overall in the grand scheme of things doesn't change anything because they still score. But it's at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1. Matthew Stafford. It's a quick hitter. And this ball, I believe, I don't know what the hell happened here. Did this get batted or did this one just stay in his hand? Yeah, this one just stayed in his hands. He was going to hit Cooper Kupp. He was wide open over the middle of the field, but the ball just kind of stuck in his hand right here. Let's watch this one more time. Ball just stuck in his hands. I don't know what the hell that was, but I have to put it on Matthew Stafford because it just stuck in his hands and it was wide open. All right, the last incompletion here. Here we go. One more incompletion. His fault, not his fault. It's a touchdown drive. Doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but here we go. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville's 13-yard line in the red zone again. Ooh. Here we go. Empty backfield. They're up 30-7. Here we go. 1st and 10. Going, a nice little floater, and that's, oh my God, this has got to be caught. A nice little floater in the back of the end zone right here. It's wide open. He throws it beautifully. Defender has to turn, or receiver has to kind of do a little spin to try and catch this ball. A little bit of a back shoulder catching animation. Don't believe he needed to make the animation. Excuse me. Man, maybe Stafford could have put it a little bit more on the money, but I still think that's a good throw by him. I'm going to give him a check here. So out of 12 incompletions, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 good throws by Matthew Stafford. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 his fault, and then 1 split. So 7, 4, and 1. 7, 4, and 1. Is that good? 7, 4, and 1? Over 50%. All right. So I still think, especially given that they achieved the bar this week, we are still buying this Rams team as close to 100% as we can. We will officially call it 90% just because it was against the Jags. But overall, doing what you're supposed to do, taking care of business. We can't knock taking care of business. So Rams back on our good side, not a frauds. Buy them 90%. Got the win, back on their good side. They're back on our good side. Alrighty. I still want to get to the Ravens and Steelers, but I want to spend some time on that because I want to dissect Lamar Jackson and truly break down his passing, how good he can throw. First of all, is he a good thrower? And then second, how good is he as he's going from like 0 to 5 yards passing, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, and then 15 plus. So I want to go and spend a little time on Lamar Jackson. We don't have enough time to fit that into today's show, so we will try to get to that. Won't get to that tomorrow, I'll tell you that right off the rip, but we could potentially try and get to that on Friday's show. So that is going to do it for us today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We've learned some great things today. Tua's the best quarterback in the league. Jared Goff is still trash. Garner Minshew should not be the starting quarterback of the Eagles. The Jags, Trevor Lawrence is still one of the most unclutchest quarterbacks that there is in the league. And Matthew Stafford and the Rams are passing our tests every single week, so we love it. All right, so we're back tomorrow live, 11 noon Eastern, early. Stick around, but we'll predict and react to the lines. We'll break down the NBA, and that's probably what we'll have time for, and we'll preview the Thursday night matchup. So we're back tomorrow live noon Eastern, folks. Make some money tonight in the NBA. One more time, our bets. Bulls plus 3.5. Are we getting even better value? It's going up. Oh, yes, we'll take it. Knicks still plus 5. Clippers still -4. Still all good to go. Make some money tonight. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Have a great